About every 3 or 4 years, someone writes a piece on the war on drugs to remind us we are losing. I have very little to add, but by putting it on YouTube, you can refer to it every 3 years. The best solution presently is to make most drugs legal for persons over 21 and tax them the way we do cigarettes and alcohol. Reasons for legalizing drugs include: 1. Drug legalization would put the drug cartels out of business. 2. Drugs would not contain fentanyl or other impurities. 3. The dosage can be regulated. 4. Drug rehabilitation could be free. 5. Additional money would be available for addiction research. The Cato Institute in July of 2018 estimates that drug legalization could generate up to $106.7 billion in annual budgetary gains for federal, state, and local governments. Those gains would come from 2 primary sources: decreases in drug enforcement, spending, and increases in tax revenue. We could start by legalizing one drug at a time. We might start with the psychedelics. Some of these psychedelics, such as ecstasy and psilocybin, might help in the treatment of alcoholics and post-traumatic stress syndrome. Heroin would probably be our second choice due to its rapid increase of deaths. Buying heroin on the street has at least 4 problems. 1. The heroin might not be pure, such as containing fentanyl. 2. The buyer might need medical assistance. 3. The buyer might get arrested. 4. Buying drugs on the street supports a thriving criminal enterprise. Providing heroin in a clinic allows the staff to build rapport with someone who may later decide to accept help in getting clean. In 2021, drug overdoses were a little over 100,000. Smoking caused about 480,000 deaths, and alcohol-related deaths were a little under 100,000. In other words, people were dying 5 times more from legal drugs than illegal drugs. In the 1990s, Switzerland administered free heroin, and HIV went down 50%, and drug-related deaths under the age of 35 fell from 305 in 1995 to 25 in 2015. Portugal and the Netherlands decriminalized most street drugs, and their social problems did not increase. Vancouver, Canada has a program where addicts can take heroin in a safe environment with clean needles. In 14 years, no one has died of a drug overdose at any of their supervised injection sites. It is time to stop the war on drugs and do something sensible.